on 3FM Sunrise, on 3FM 92.7. It's a very exciting morning indeed, a very exciting Thursday morning, because the focus is on women. So, of course, you know we love that. But more importantly, the focus is on women in agric. We're not only having an in-depth discussion this morning, but we're also asking 5 incredible women in the agri-business, agri-tech, agricultural space to come and fight it out to be number 1. And I'll be telling you in due course exactly what they will be walking away with this morning. But I have some very, very incredible women in the studio. This is not because my pay depends on it, but let me say a very good morning to my boss station head, Lois Kisiedu, head of 3FM 92.7. Good morning. How are we doing?
I'm doing well. I am admiring you. Behind the console. You're doing amazing.
Fantastic.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I remember the first days.
Oh, yes.
When you pushed the fade out.
Oh, my goodness. The first days were treacherous indeed. I said I was never coming back, but 4 years on, we're still here. We are still thriving. But today is an important day, and all month long it's been, the focus has been on women in the agri-business space. We've had a bit of an interaction with some other players in the space, and we're also having some judges this morning who will be judging the ladies, the 5 ladies. Let me introduce them, and then Lois will have her bite, as it were. So our first judge is Josiah Kwesi Asen. He's currently the CEO and co-founder of the iSpace Foundation and chairman of the Ghana Hubs Network. We also have Hannah Aqua, founder, CEO of TKC Africa, and also Emmeline Date, startup and HR consultant, CEO, ICS Africa. So, Lois, why was it important for 3FM to embark on this journey, recognizing women in the agricultural space?
Yeah, Helen, you recall that about 4 years ago, we used to have My Startup, which was sitting on the morning show. I mean, we are passionate about startups because we find that a lot of our listeners or our community of people who listen to us are within that space. So how do we help them? How do we assist them to get better at what they do? So we created that segment so that we can enhance and help them in that space. Fast forward, we skewed it towards women because we reckoned that there were a lot more women in that space, and for us as a station, we are skewed towards helping the women do better in the entrepreneurship space. So we started with the Womanpreneur series about 4 years ago, and you know that series because you lead that series.
That's right.
And so every Tuesday at 9:30, we profile a woman. It's our way of giving back to society.
That's right.
This year, last year we started the Power of 3, which is also our way of giving back to society. And last year we did the correctional center at the juvenile correctional center. We spent some time with them. We gave them some money from people who donated. We gave them medication. We gave them all that they needed for that period. Now this year we're saying that we want to focus on women in agriculture and the value chain. We see that there are a lot of young women who have entered into that space, especially the value chain. How do we help them? How do we enhance what they do? We are trying. But we have the platform. How can we use what we have to help them? Yes, we are not investors in ourselves, but we believe that introducing them to the market help them scale their businesses, help them get better, help them get mentorship and all of that they need for their businesses. Running a business is no joke.
Not at all.
Is no
In fact,
joke.
I see Hannah is shaking her head vigorously, and she's one of our judges who will be engaging us shortly.
It's no joke. So we thought it was the right thing to do in the Women's Month. So we dedicated this whole month to women in agriculture and the value chain. We wanted to profile women who are doing well in that space, especially within the technology space, using technology to enhance what they do. I mean, we've gone to school, yes. When we go to school, we gain the knowledge and we want to apply the knowledge that we gain. So in the Food and Agriculture Organization actually says there are about 43% of women in that sector.
I think Anthony said this morning just now that it could be even on the continent. Okay, I think in Ghana here he said about 53%.
Yes. Yes. And I'm not surprised, but we can't keep doing things the same way we do them in that old space. Now, how do we help the older ones who have been in that space for so long but do not know how? So we are gaining the knowledge, how to enhance what we do with the knowledge that we have gained. And that's why we want to highlight these women. We want to help other women, young women, also enter into that space and see how we can add value to our agriculture business. Agriculture is the backbone of every serious economy.
That's right.
Yes, and so that's the reason why we're doing this. And for us, like I said, the winning packages, we are not investors, but we are giving out and we are putting you out there to be seen and noticed by an investor who is ready and willing to invest in your business. So this is a good shot for you to shoot your shot.
That's right. And in fact, for those of you who are listening to us this morning on 3FM 92.7, Lois, we invite any investors, any active players in the agri-tech space who would like to get involved. You too can shoot your shots this morning. We'll be opening up our phone lines so you can get involved. So we're shooting the shots both ways. It's an open line.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So what we're giving these people, we're providing 50,000 cedis in marketing support for the winner. And then for me, the marketing support is extremely important.
Right.
And then the mentorship that they would gain, that is extremely, when you start a business, you don't know how, you don't know what to do.
In fact, everybody has some opinion or idea. Go here, pass here, do this, jump high.
You need the right direction. And that is what we want to offer to these people. So for the first 3 people, they are all getting 3 months mentorship. And when we say 3 months mentorship with iSpace, that is Josiah's foundation, it entails a lot. I mean, I also run a startup on the side, and I know what it entails, doing business valuation, getting your documentation ready and everything. It all costs money. And this is what iSpace Foundation is providing to support the first 3 women. And for us, we are happy to collaborate to get this going.
These are some heavy weight prizes indeed. I'll introduce our judges again and I'll pick their thoughts on what exactly they'll be looking out for when our 5 finalists or our 5 nominees take the stage. So we've got in studio Hannah Aqua. She's the founder and CEO of TKC Africa. Also Josiah Kwesi Asen, CEO and co-founder of the iSpace Foundation, who will be providing some wonderful mentorship. And also Emmeline Date, startup and HR consultant, CEO ICS Africa. And let me say good morning to Josiah and Emmeline. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us on the program. I hope you're all excited.
Very much so. Very much so. Always excited to support entrepreneurs, especially women.
Fantastic stuff. Well, Hannah has been excited all month long. In fact, all week long. This morning, she was getting spruced up just for us. Hannah, thank you so much for joining us. What are you going to be looking out for when the ladies come up and tell us what it is they do and how they incorporate tech into their business?
We're going to be looking for a lot, but the first since I got Lois here, let me just say this. Lois, you remember nearly 7 years ago, we even started competition. Oh my God. So this is the place for entrepreneurs to actually strive, because you've been doing it for a long time. So I had to give kudos to Lois. She's always ready to empower entrepreneurs. there's so many things we're looking for. People don't understand that team is important because, and in the individual who is the entrepreneur, the like leader is important because at the end of the day, it's like we are getting to a marriage. Even though this might not be physical cash that you're investing, you're literally still investing airtime. We can call it investing airtime or marketing support. This still airtime is still investing. So who are you investing in? Is that person going to use it appropriately? Is the team going to grow the business appropriately? So the team is very critical. And then what is your value proposition, right? What impact are you having in society? What change, what solution are you bringing in? And of course, I mean, everything everybody wants to know is like, are you making money?
Are you making money? Okay, those are the things that you will be critically looking at. I'll pick Josiah's thoughts very quickly in about 30 seconds, and then we'll introduce our ladies. Emmeline as well, pick your thoughts in about 30 seconds. But Josiah, let me come to you. What is that one key ingredient that you'll be looking out for, especially as the ladies pitch to us?
Right. So I think for me, it's their value proposition, why they're in business, more so than anything else. So that's what I'll be looking forward to.
All right, fantastic. Short and sweet, just the way we like it. Emmeline, I'll come to you as well. What is it that you will also be looking out for? Give the ladies some small apple as they're listening to us.
Obviously, one thing about every entrepreneur I look out for is how much the business means to them, how serious they take the business. Because I always tell entrepreneurs the business is you and you are the business. So how are they able to convince me that they are legacy setters as far as their business is concerned?
Fantastic. You are the business and the business is you. Well, if we're ready, we're about to rock and roll. I'll introduce to you our 5 finalists. They will take the stage. We'll be hearing about their businesses and why they deserve these prizes that we have in store this morning. This is still 3FM Sunrise on 3FM 92.7.
3FM Sunrise.